Oh, it's a different there.
So where to look? Where do I look?
There we go. Y'all know.
Neighborhood. Hey y'all, welcome back to Life's Little Gems. I don't know what camera I'm supposed to look at, friends. So I'm gonna be over here looking like
She in the
crazy
middle?
eyes. Okay,
Okay.
crazy eyes,
There
crazy.
you
I'm
go.
here, I'm here, I'm there, I'm everywhere. Welcome back. It's Monday. We got a lot planned for y'all tonight. We are going to be talking about how to vacation on a budget. Okay, because we're gonna live our best life. You want to be responsible, enjoy your life, do the right things, but you got to be able to enjoy that life. Don't just work till you die.
Amen.
Okay, work till you try.
Speaking of vacation,
And get on a vacation.
we got
Tosh CEO,
Tosh CEO
live
from
from
Cabo.
Cabo.
Hey, girl. Hey.
Hi, Tosh.
You look so beautiful, friend. You look well rested and a
Thank
nice little
you.
resort, girl. Hey, now.
Look how we came up. Shout out to the AHRRR Network. Make sure y'all like, subscribe, and share. We done came up so tough in 2025. We got people in Mexico, over here, over there, all where you want to be doing the show live and direct.
Speaking of the R Network, and of course, we got to shout out our lovely sponsors. Tonight's episode is sponsored by the Black Lion Ranch. Don't miss the Black Lion Ranch pop up on November 16th from 1 to 5 p.m. The address is 9735 East Colfax in Aurora. This is a free, informative event on personal protection and community safety. You do not want to miss it. Make sure you tap in, learn, and connect. Shout out to our sponsor, the Black Lion Ranch.
Shout out to the Black Lion Ranch. Lovely to have y'all tonight.
Without further ado, we don't hold y'all. Let me get back into the live so I can see who's in here. Y'all know y'all got to talk to us nice. Talk to us twice.
Right.
If you in them comments, you got to drop something so that we know you. I see my nigga JD. You tapped in live and faithfully. Now, I'm so glad JD joined us because he's been on vacation with us. And tonight's episode, we just wanted to share how easy it is, how cost friendly it can be to travel. If you travel as much as Tosh, you can travel for free. You know what I'm saying?
Free.
But we've done it so much and so often. I feel like we have a lot of helpful tips that could just help you understand it's not as much of a financial burden as you think it might be to take a vacation. We not just here living to work, you know what I'm saying, working to live. No, we working so we can live a little bit. You know what I'm saying? You got to take a little vacation because you can't just work and have no play, baby. We don't get down like that.
And we're going to talk to you about how to beat a Jet2 holiday.
Nothing beats a Jet2 holiday, my baby. Tasha, how has y'all's vacation been? Because you've been gone since Friday, ain't it?
Yep, we left on Friday. We've been having a lot of fun. We're at an all-inclusive, so everything is just super. A lot of food, a lot of drinks, and a lot of fun.
So tell them about the resort that you're at and what's all included in the resort package that you have right now.
So in the resort package, it's all of your food, which, to be honest, depending on, like, if you want good food, you're gonna have to pay good money for all inclusive. If not, you're gonna have the food to survive. Okay,
you definitely
I'm
get
a
what
little
you
hungry.
Pay for.
You go, yes, yes.
So outside of the resort food, though, don't you have like a kitchenette in your suite?
No, because usually if we go on, like, with my timeshare, yes, but this is not like with my timeshare.
Oh, okay.
So we don't. Yeah, so it's just
Yeah.
all inclusive. So the timeshare is not inclusive, but we also always have a kitchen, but not here.
And so let's back up a little bit and talk about like the difference between the timeshare and all inclusive. Because the timeshare is like you're an owner. You buy into like a real estate deal with a resort chain and you are an owner. So you don't own one door, you own hundreds of doors.
Yeah. You have a deed, and usually it's for a lifetime. Like, you can deed it down to your children. It's just like any other property that you own. And so I really like my timeshare because mine is with Marriott. So Marriott has like Westin, Sheridan, the Ritz, the JW. But as far as the timeshares are concerned, I can go to Cabo, Cancun, a lot of places in the United States, Hawaii. St. Thomas, and the Bahamas. And my timeshare with the Bahamas, I can stay on the Lances and have all the
Yep.
benefits that you get with staying on the Lances. Go to the aquarium, the water slides, all of that's included.
Yep, and typically when you're on a timeshare, again, you're an owner, so it's like a home away from home. So that's where you see
That's
a
right.
lot of those come with the kitchenettes. A lot of times we've taken girls trips and visited the timeshares, and we will go and buy a bunch of food or bring stuff with us, and we're cooking meals and we're hanging out. It really is a home away from home
Hmm.
because you are an owner. You own that property.
And a lot of the
Um,
Yep.
times we get our suites like connected, so we're right next to each other.
and
And
there's pros
then
and cons to it.
yeah,
Right? The pros
Yep.
is you own it.
Yep.
Again, you own it. You have a deed. You make payments on it. You can pay it off. Once you own your part, you can pass that down to your kids. But then there are some cons. They're very hard to get out of. You know, if you
Very
travel a
hard.
lot through your 20s and 30s and you buy a timeshare, and then you get to your 40s and 50s and, maybe you're taking care of your parents or travel is just not what you do, it's really hard to get out of a timeshare.
hmm
Yes, it is.
So that's one
And
of the
the reason that
pros.
that's the reason that some may want to get out of it is because if you're not using your timeshare still comes with HOA dues and maintenance fees. So if you don't want to, if you're paying those every year or every other year, whatever your share, however that works, but you're not using it, then you're wasting. It feels like a waste of money. You're really not getting anything
hmm
out of it.
And just
So
like with,
even I have.
sorry, go ahead, Tasha.
Yep, nope. There's people that have their timeshares that are paid off. Mine is paid off, but I'm still, and mine is a every year benefit. And so I'm still paying every year. I still have to pay my HOA and my maintenance dues. So you need to use it in order for it to be worth it.
Yes, for sure. If you're not taking 2, 3, 4 trips a year, it might not be worth it. You got to do the math out. And then also with anything in life, there's a hierarchy, right? There's levels to the timeshare, right? You can be silver, gold, platinum. A lot of it goes by points. They run different ways. But sometimes you can run into blackout dates. If it's Christmas, everyone wants to go to their timeshare on Christmas.
hmm
You might not get it. If it's all booked up the week you want to go, you have to really have some flexibility there as well to be able to make sure you can use all of your allotted points or your time or whatever your timeshare works at. But timeshares are a really cool option. So if you're interested, look
I,
into it. It's a
I,
good way to travel cheap.
I think before you get into a timeshare, you really need to look at your options. I've done a lot of timeshare presentations. That's how I'm here. That's another way that you can travel for cheap. But
hmm
I've done a lot of timeshare presentations, and one thing to know is that really know what you're getting into. I don't think that the ones that are like give you a week a year and you have to use that week at a
It's worth
specified
it.
time, I really just don't like that. My timeshare is based on points. I could use however, however many points I want to book multiple days throughout the year.
And are
hmm
your
They're
points
really
use them
good
or lose
without
them, or can you
blackout days.
roll over some?
I will, if you don't lock in, like if you know you're not going to travel, you have to roll them over to the next year because it is a use it or lose it kind of benefit if you don't lock in early enough. And the lock in date is like March. So by March, you got to say, hey, I'm not going to travel this year. I got to roll it over. So, but like we said, for me, that's not an issue because I'm definitely going to be using them.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Now, I love that we're informing the people about timeshares, but not a lot of people have the luxury or the means to purchase timeshares. So we also want to
Uh,
provide some.
let's talk about how you can go to the timeshare presentation to get your vacation for free.
Okay, yeah. Well, like Tasha said,
Yeah.
that's how she's on this trip right now. She has gone to a timeshare presentation. And how many days was this trip, Tosh? You got what?
So
5 days, 4 nights.
this 5 days, 4 nights. It's two of us. We paid $500 for the trip, all inclusive, and all we had to do was a 90-minute timeshare. Now, to some people might feel like that's a waste of their time. They don't want to do it. For me, to come to go somewhere for 5 days and I just got to give them 3, 4 hours of my time, it's worth it for me. We go
Okay, you
in,
just dropped the gym though. They said
huh?
90 minutes, but it's 3, 4 hours of your time.
Yeah,
Now, I don't
Right.
want to say it's not worth it
they
because
go.
I think this is a great way to travel. When you see those ads and those people call and say, do you want this free trip? You really can go for free.
hmm
But when you get to that presentation, you have to know what's going on because the sharks will swarm. It's pressure. Tell them about the pressure. Tell the truth.
Because no
You have to
doesn't
be able to
mean
say
no.
no.
But see, this is the thing. I get in there and do the math. Like this one, they tried to sell it to me. Now the number started at 116,000. I did send some video of the property. Though the property is amazing, it's beautiful. Once they take you through and show you the property, this is the fun part. They're gonna give you some drinks. You're gonna get some mimosas, some
Mhm.
tequila. So you getting in there, but they're doing that because honestly, they want to talk you into purchasing. So they
More.
started with 116,000. After a few no's, they were down to 11,000. It sounds like a good deal from 116, right? No, I just want the deal for the 5 days.
Yeah, you have to say no literally
I have
a
a hard
thousand
no.
You
times,
really
and
do.
they will like the first person doesn't take the no. After you tell that person no 20 times, they're gonna send the next leader over, who's the better salesman. You have to
Mhm.
tell him no 20 times. Then once that happens, then you have to go to the next level. Then you got to tell him no
And
20
if you've ever
times.
been to Vegas walking on the strip, you know exactly what we're talking about because they will approach your ass on the strip trying to sell you timeshares and they're very persistent and you have to literally tell them no 1,000 times. I've gone and sat through a couple of those just to get, whatever they were offering and I've never purchased anything, but they
Mhm.
are sharks.
It's
You know
worth
what
it.
I
You
mean?
just have to be mentally prepared for it. And one quick way to get out of it though is like if you don't got a job or you don't got no credit, you're not even going to qualify. Go ahead, run my credit. Take somebody broke, not broke. That's the wrong way to say. Take somebody unqualified with you and let them run their
Or
stuff. Like
uninformed.
no, unqualified because it doesn't matter if you're uninformed. They'll inform you all the way down. But if you don't make enough money, it's again you're buying a real estate. So
Hmm.
if you cannot qualify for that, they're gonna give you a gift card and get you out of there fast. So
Hmm.
get somebody to like not to be like that, but
I
that's your
think
best
most
bet.
adults our age, when I say our age, like 40 and up, most people are familiar with timeshares, right? So we started traveling much younger though, like before timeshares were even a thing or that, attainable. We would get together, find out who's all going. We all go in on the room. We all go in on, the rental car. We all just figure it out collectively, and the more the merrier. And the more people, the lower your costs are. So if you have a clique of like 4 or 5 people, y'all book a room that's like $100 a night, and you split in those costs, it's easier to travel that way, right? Even if it's just you and your family, your loved ones. You want to plan, obviously, in advance as much as you can, but the more people that you include in your itinerary, the less your travel costs will be. So if you get along with people and you ain't got to worry about nobody like flaking or being weird while y'all
Or
out,
trying to
like
kill you on
acting cheap
vacation.
and shit, like you know who you want to invite when you try to vacation. And obviously, when you vacation, you want to enjoy yourself. You're on vacation, so you want to spend money. You don't want to invite nobody that don't want to spend no money, right? You don't want to invite nobody that don't got no money. So it has to be like a mutual understanding ahead of time. But most of the time, when people are agreeing to go on trips, the ones that make it out the group chat be them ones. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of the times we all make it out the group chat. We be motherfucking traveling. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of us. So I'm grateful for my little circle. I tell y'all that all the time, but I've had experiences that I don't feel like I would have been fortunate enough to have outside of this setting with my friends. So I love it so much. I just want everybody to be able to experience that because it looks like it's a lot, but when you do your research and you really are intentional about who you're bringing with you, it can be a win-win for everybody. Like honestly, it can.
The big group trips can definitely help with the cost, and I do love that. But
Mhm.
again, you have to know who you are and know who you're traveling with, and know if you can handle that.
Mhm.
Because when you're talking about like, there's times where we was four in a room, four
Listen, but we
girls,
gonna
two
make it
beds,
happen.
one
Yeah.
bathroom, and we was young, but like we had the best time. We made it work. But
Mhm.
you have to be ready for that.
Right. JD's in the chat. He says it gotta make it out the chat. Like that's the first thing though. Like don't be on no bullshit just talking out the side of your neck if you know you ain't really trying to make some shit shake. You know what I mean? Like if you really trying to make some shit shake and you genuinely is trying and you know what I mean, you coming up with your little fair share by the deadlines, we the type of friends we gonna see you. You know what I mean? We gonna see you. We go. Somebody in the comments said, "Who is that? What is that?"
Timeshares, run for the
He said,
hills.
"Timeshares are a ripoff."
It
Listen,
depends on the timeshare that you get, really. I mean, I'm not gonna disagree with that, but it depends I like my timeshare. It comes with a lot of benefits.
Yeah.
Like I said, I use
But
my
Tasha, you've been
points.
doing this for a
But
long time
it
too.
depends on your lifestyle. If you cannot, at the end of the day, the timeshare is just the place to stay. If you cannot afford
There's always
12
there's a
flights a
B and
year,
B, B and
it,
B, a
but
hotel. You know
you
what I'm
have to
saying?
be able to make the timeshare work. If you don't have a passport, what are you doing with the timeshare? I mean, you could go domestically, but like really, but you still have to be able to afford round trip tickets. You have to
Hmm.
be able to have that much time off of work. You have to be able to, get rental
And
cars where
that
you're
goes
going.
into the next part. You
It's a
got to be
lifestyle.
financially responsible. Like, don't go taking vacations if your bills at home aren't paid, or if you know you're gonna go out of town and come home and be stressed about what you didn't pay. Like, if that's why it's important to plan in advance and set a little something aside for that. And it's just the more the merrier. The more people that are in, the less your cost gonna be, so you can save up a
Hmm.
little more for your vacation. If you pay for your stuff in advance, like your flights, the earlier you pay for your flights, the cheaper they're gonna be. And I've also found that when you book a flight one way each way, it's a lot cheaper instead of just booking a round trip flight, right? Just book one way and then turn around and book the other way. And you always want to do your research, like look it up, a few different sites, a few different ways to get your best possible deal, right? And then the people that you travel with is crucial. That shit is very crucial because they can make or break your damn trip. You don't want nobody, no sour sallies. You don't want nobody that's, just gonna be causing havoc and wrecking, trauma on everybody during the whole fucking trip. You want good,
Yeah.
kind spirited people, you know what I mean? And even when it's family, and I know family don't usually be the easiest to deal with, but you always want your family to experience things because a lot of us, we have this thing where we feel guilty for living our lives and our families don't get to, live the way that they see us living or whatnot. I always want to be as inclusive as possible. So as much as I travel with my friends, I love to do just as much traveling with my family. You know what I mean? But it's imperative that you live outside of just your everyday life. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We all work too hard. We putting in too many hours to not be able to just really relax and, lay on the beach somewhere and have somebody cater to you. Just have not a care in the world. Like, you know what I'm saying? Take that time for yourself, man. No matter, it's never too expensive to treat yourself. Do whatever you got to do. Whether you putting $25 a week away for 7 8 months, whatever you got to do, man. It's possible.
Yeah, and I want to go back to the flights too, because it's not always cheaper to book the flights ahead of
Well,
time.
JD just said if you go to the airport, which we all know, if you go to the airport and just book a flight out the same day, it's a lot cheaper
Some
as
of them
opposed to
don't do
going
that
Not
to.
anymore, though.
always.
Some of them don't do. They
Not
don't allow that
always.
Who
anymore.
ain't doing that?
When you go to
Not
like some
always.
airports and ticket counters, they don't sell tickets anymore. That's not like a
Correct.
thing.
What? You
They
can't just
don't
go
do
to
that
the counter and
anymore.
buy a ticket to fly out?
No, because
Since
It's
those
gonna
when?
be
people
the
don't
same
want to do the
amount as if
customer
you
service
bought
to do
it.
that. They don't always do that anymore.
Well, I just seen people say they do
Let
that.
me
I've
let
never
me say
actually
this.
did that because I need to plan before I make any kind of move. My shit's already booked. I got a confirmation number. You know what I'm saying?
But
Let me say this. I think one important travel tip is like not to plan dates. Like what you should do is you should find the most affordable travel and then set your dates at that point. Like when I travel, I don't typically say, "Hey, I want to go somewhere on, January the 18th. Let me find flights." What I do is I look for what's affordable and then I take the time to go. For instance, Google Flights, you can go on Google Flights and put in, for instance, we're in Denver to anywhere, and it's gonna pull up tons of different cities that you can choose from, and then look at what's most affordable, and then you find the deal, and then once you go into the city, you can also look at the calendar that shows like the date graph that shows you when those tickets are most affordable.
Mhm.
Book it then.
Mhm.
yeah, and you just have to be. And some people think like if you book flights on Tuesdays or Wednesdays, they're the cheaper. Some people think that like you have to just get out there and
I
look. But
don't
I
think
like the
that. I
flight
know
alerts.
that. If you looking for
But
flights, it's cheaper to fly out on a Wednesday or a Tuesday. Trust me.
no, they say even to buy it on
Not
those
necessarily.
days, like
Oh, really?
to buy it online those days, the tickets are people think it's cheaper, but I think you just have to look, and I think flexibility is the biggest way you can save some money.
That's
Yeah.
right. That's right. It's all about flexibility, Chrissy.
Hold on,
That's the biggest point.
Bella Benia in the comments said I've had people think that because they invited me that I was supposed to pay for the meals and the activities. So I think she's saying because they invited them to her timeshare, they didn't have to pay for that part, that they should pay for everything else. We don't really play like
I
that.
don't know.
Like,
I guess it
Well, let me
depends
say
you
on
I'm
the
not
should
people
fair.
that
kick
you
I'm
in
are
though
interacting with. I mean, that's a given. None of us have to ask for anything. We always chip in, like, how much did you pay for that? Let me send you this or whatever. Like, that's just never a thing with us.
but
But I always gotta think not everybody moves like us,
it goes
right?
back to know your travel
Right,
Well,
group
right.
hold
You
on,
gotta know your
hold on.
tribe.
Let me speak from the person. Let me speak from the
to
side
the
of the person
timeshare
that owns
owner.
the timeshare.
Yeah.
It is fair, like you know what I'm saying. Like for me, I
Hmm.
spent a lot of money on my timeshare, and I also still pay the HOA dues. Now, I am kind enough to let my friends just come in, and all they pay for are their
Our
flights, but I
flights.
still pay for all my own things. But if you are a person like that really needs that help or would like to be able to help have those dues paid, that's friendly. That if because they've already paid for it,
It's
your
not out of pocket
accommodations
to
is
ask
gonna
that.
be
No.
cheaper.
No,
It's not out of pocket to
Your
ask that,
accommod
but as long as it's mentioned
hold
up
on,
front and not
your
wait until people
accommodations are
come and then you're like hitting them with unexpected costs. But if you tell them up front, hey, this is what I had to pay out for the timeshare, this is what the costs include, I mean, yeah, and everybody agrees to
you
it, then
can't
yeah.
really you can't really do that like that because like my timeshare is already paid for. Like I paid it off. So so it's not like
Okay,
when
so
I
it would
book
be up
it,
to you if you
I'm
wanted
paying that extra.
like if you expected like people to pitch in though, right? You would communicate that up front. You would be like, hey y'all, I'm going to
Yeah,
Wooty Woo.
but
If
that's
y'all
what
want to
she's
come,
saying.
this is
Her
how much it's
friend.
gonna be, right?
but she's saying instead of
That's what
like
she's
paying for
saying.
the
Her
room, they
friend.
went to pay for meals and activities. But it could have been
Her
equal. But
right.
sometimes it's in the
No,
presentation.
she's saying pay
Hold
for
on.
their meals and activities.
Okay, but that's the same thing. Like, so,
Yeah.
it's in the
Oh,
presentation
because it's
because
their.
they could have said we're going to stay at our timeshare, but it's going to be $300 for everybody for the timeshare. But instead, they might have just said, but just get us for dinner this night, or just get us for the
I
kayaking
see.
today.
Okay.
When she
That's a
maybe didn't
fair
like
exchange,
that,
is what y'all saying.
it's sometimes it's in the
Okay.
presentation because it is fair. If Tasha was to come and say like my dues for the year are $1,200 because that's what
Hmm.
they be a lot, $2,000, they be a lot.
Yeah.
So if she was to say, okay, I'm taking 4 trips on that 2,000, so each trip is $500. So it's 6 of us going, everybody kicking
Yeah.
$75.
Yeah.
That's fair for the room. Like that's
Right.
not
Right.
wrong if she was to say that.
Right. It's not wrong, and
She
that's why we
don't,
give it
and
multiple examples. But she's
but if
saying
she was
that
to
part,
say,
just say it up front. Because
but if
don't
she
let
was to
somebody
say
just show up.
just pay for my dinner, and you know how Tasha do, she want to order 6 bottles and 7 steaks and a
Period.
lobster,
Right.
and she like pay for my dinner, that might come across as different. Like, whoa,
Right.
That's
Right.
different.
it
That's
just
different.
sounds different. It's the same money. It would be the
Well,
same
I
money.
think,
It just
and
sounds
that's why I
different.
think clear and clear verbal communication is very important. The expectations up front are very important because nobody likes to be blindsided. Although you shouldn't be traveling without the means to travel for like unexpected expenses, emergency expenses. You just never know what might happen, so
This
you don't
whole
want to
show is about
go.
traveling on a budget. You know, we didn't have no emergency expenses. No,
But
if
listen,
we'd have got stuck somewhere,
it was
we'd have been
enough of us
fine.
to figure it out.
Yeah,
Okay, so if it's two people and they both like, you know what I'm
because
saying?
you don't think nothing gonna happen.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? You think it's gonna be just a smooth go there and come back home.
But you
And it
understand, at our age now and our experience, you can say that. You can say that. But when we were in our 20s, we never had no contingency plan. Most of us was traveling. We didn't even have credit cards. We was traveling on debit cards. Like, for real. Like, but we still made it work. And we did, like, don't get me wrong, we had a pocket full of cash. Or we had some people we could call. Tasha was going to meet somebody who was going to fly us all home. We talked about that last week. Like, we was going to figure it out. But I agree with what you're saying now. We know better now. Have some travel insurance. Have a backup plan. Make sure you have a credit card. If you get stuck somewhere, you can get up out of there. But
yeah.
when we talking about traveling on a budget or if you had to take the timeshare meeting just for the free trip, that's the only way you was able to go.
Take the timeshare. Go sit your ass down 4 5 hours for a free trip. Is you crazy?
Do it.
Is you cool? You know what I'm
Do
I
saying?
it.
say
If
this
it's a
too
free
though. A
trip,
lot of times when we travel, stuff has happened. Like the likelihood of something happening
it's
is like we've
very,
had so many
very
trips
tiny.
where nothing
Yeah.
has happened. So that is what scares people too. A lot of people don't travel because they do think that they have to have like $2,000, $3,000 to go out and have a good time. And you don't. You
You
don't.
don't.
Especially if you're at an
You
all
don't.
Yeah.
inclusive, you pay
I've
for the
never
all
taken two
inclusive, you
thousand
just show
dollars on a
up.
trip.
You don't even
Not
have
with these
to
people.
leave. You don't even have to leave the resort. Your food is there, your drinks are there. They have
Mm-hmm.
activities on the resort, so you could just pay and go. And
And
they
Wait,
obviously have like a little spending
the
money if you want to
all-inclusive
buy things,
resorts
whatever.
really are it. Like the food don't be all that, but it's enough to make you, to help you survive.
yeah, I want
But
to
the
get into the all
unlimited
inclusives
drinks,
too, but
the unlimited drinks, and then the food at your beck and call day and night. Listen, it don't get no
you get a
better
little
than
fat,
that.
fat, you get a
It
little
don't
back
get no
fat.
better than that.
But did y'all hear the Frontier CEO told people that when you book, just make sure you book a backup ticket because you might get canceled. Now that's in the current climate with the shutdown and everything going on, but I just thought that was so rude of him to say. Like,
Well, everything about
and
the
the people on the news was
FCC, the
like, Frontier,
airline,
you
they
are
all
the backup
ghetto.
ticket. You are the backup ticket, fool. Like the nerve of you to say that.
I think anybody that's taking trips right now, you a bold motherfucker. Like with as many air traffic controllers that are calling out every day, getting quitting
No.
every day, and we just don't. Shit's not flowing like it should be. It's not regular right now. Shit is not moving
Hold
normal right
on.
now.
All right, story time. I took a quick trip to San Diego on Thursday. Came home on Friday. This was at the very start
I
of.
didn't even know you left.
Listen, I moved like a ninja. Okay, I moved like a
What the
ninja.
fuck? That was just this week.
Baby spent. I'm gonna put a reel up later. Baby spent a whole day in San Diego. I'm at the beach.
Okay.
Okay, but so this was like the first day of the shutdown affecting TSA and security and the air traffic control. So this was Thursday. And when I tell you I got to DIA, now I'm a traveler, right? And I was only going for that. I just had a backpack. My flight was at 5:30 in the morning. I didn't think nothing of it. I got there at 4:30 just to walk through security and go on in. I got to the security line. When I tell you this security line was wrapped all the way through, all the way through, all the way out into the hallway. Okay? 4:30 in the morning on a Thursday. That's
Wow. So
unheard
they was
of.
backed up though.
And it wasn't
Chrissy,
even
do you
moving.
have TSA?
You
Do you have TSA?
you know they took my TSA pre-check when I got in
Okay.
trouble.
Because I'm like, we got TSA, so
So
we
let me
usually don't
say-
have those
so let
problems.
me-
Even but hold on, let me just say TSA pre-check even had a 25-minute wait.
Oh, well, that's not
This
bad
is what
as
happens.
ours,
So if
though.
you've been to DIA lately, they have a new thing where there's like 50 lines.
Mhm.
Because of all the TSA people not at work, they only had 2 lines open.
Yeah.
Even Clear is the fastest line, and Clear had a 10-minute wait.
Okay. Well, they're short staffed.
So that's
it
what I'm
makes
saying.
sense,
So
yeah.
so then when I came back from San Diego, it wasn't as bad. There was a line, but it wasn't as bad, and that was like midday Friday. I thought
At
it
the
would
San
be worse.
Diego airport?
Out of San Diego.
Okay.
Which shout out to San Diego, they just built a new terminal in the airport. It's really fucking nice. San Diego deserved
Did
it.
it flow
That's a
smoothly
major
and all
city. It was the look they needed. Their airport was very outdated. Like the pickup
Mhm.
now, it's like you come out and it's like just palm trees, like on the sides of the
Okay.
streets. It's very much giving vacation destination now.
Okay.
It wasn't giving that last time I was there. So shout out to San Diego for getting that money up. But now this week though, I would not want to be traveling this week because I heard it's way worse.
Right. So they were doing it in levels, trying to
Yeah.
So the first week it wasn't as many. I think it was like 3%. This week it's supposed to be like 10%.
Yep.
Next week
exactly.
it'll be like 13% of flights that are being canceled or delayed. But it's supposed to be like a trickle effect. But they are in the works apparently to reopen the government. So hopefully it doesn't
Shout out
get,
to reopening the government.
hopefully
They're
it
voting
doesn't get worse
tonight.
before it gets better. But I do want to check in with the people in the comments because at CUF_photography said, when you ask anyone to go do anything, you as the person doing the asking, you are responsible for covering the event. So I would like you to ask me to dinner anytime this week, because that bill going to be on you. I like the way you think.
That's
Listen,
wild.
some
I
people-
do not
but
like
that's
the
why
way you
it's good
think.
to have these conversations.
No.
This is how some people think. He said, I'm good for paying people back, even if it's later or on that day or before the trip is over. Look, a lot of us is good for paying people back, but a lot of people don't want to be paid back. A lot of people want their shit up front.
If I invite all the girls to the Bahamas, I am not responsible for covering that trip.
You're just telling them we going to the Bahamas. Do you want to go?
Yeah.
Right? That's my interpretation of it. I don't never expect nobody to pay my way unless they say, "Hey."
If I say y'all want to go to Hibachi tonight, that
got
is not
you.
me saying I'm picking up the check.
It's
I'm
only
sorry,
if
Cuff.
it's followed up with, "I got you."
I don't feel that.
He said, "I got a timeshare and my shit. Use my shit straight up." Tweakers only said TSA don't give a damn nowadays. Well, they ain't getting paid, so I wouldn't give a damn either. If you
TSA
expect me to
don't.
show up to work and I know I'm not getting paid for it, everybody liable to die on the plane that day because anybody could bring anything in. I'm not working for real.
Rashida,
I'm
did you
just
get banned? Did you get banned from flying?
I never got banned, but I got kicked off a few flights. Listen, I'm still not on the no-fly list. I done made it. Thank God. Because there's been a few
Listen.
times that I could have been put on that no-fly list. But listen, I'm too old now. I like to travel too much. I don't play with them people like that no more. That was before I really gave a damn. Now I give a damn a little bit.
Listen, YG came back in the comment and said, I don't want to pay. I don't want to pay either. Okay? Somebody got to pay.
But YG, why you didn't say nothing else but you don't want to pay? We don't even know what the fuck you talking about, man. What you don't want to pay?
Period. I don't want to pay.
He didn't say nothing else. I don't want to pay. You don't want to pay for what, man? What the fuck is going on?
Listen, that's our problem as a people. Nobody want to pay.
Oh my God.
I sure can't pay for nobody else. I don't want to pay for me. But if Cuff_photography, if you invite me on the trip, I will hold you to that so you can pay because I appreciate it. But it ain't going to be me on the invite.
JD said, please have a backup plan now. I almost got stuck.
Don't get stuck. JD need to get stuck in Vegas. He can get that jackpot. Casino. Okay,
Have
hold
y'all
on. Let's
ever
go
been
back.
somewhere to travel and you like go gambling and then you lose all your money and you can't make it home? It ain't never happened to me, but I do be wondering.
I would never lose
'Cause
all my
people
money.
be really
All I do
like-
is win, no matter what.
I'm not a gambler, but I know some people like that are really like addicted to gambling and they'll lose their whole life behind
It could
that
never be
shit.
me.
It could never be me either. But
It could
I was
never be
just
me.
wondering.
I want to switch gears back to the all-inclusives. Do we still got Tasha on the line? I want to go back to the all-inclusives. Because, again, like everything in life, there's levels to the all-inclusives. And like she said, you get what you pay for. You know, when you go to these all-inclusives, they make it sound all good. And then you get there, and the only thing they serving is hornitos and
Chicken
Jose
tenders.
Cuervo. And, rice and peas. Hold up. We're so tired of eating rice and peas one time. Like, don't talk to us about no rice and peas. But, you know, when you get to the all-inclusive, it's like you got to look at the packages that's available. Because sometimes they offer an upgrade where you can get the top shelf alcohol. But even you have to know what country you're going to and who owns the resort. Because if you go, like, let's just say Jamaica or something, right? If you go to an all-inclusive and they say it's top shelf liquor, it's not American top shelf liquor. It's like the top shelf Jamaican local rum that you're getting in the room.
Period.
Or
And
they're
they
like
do that
local
all the
vodka. You don't
time.
know what that is, and it doesn't mean nothing to us. You're not getting like
You
Belvedere.
can ask for
and-
something, but they're going to
Don
give you
Julio.
their local drink.
Yes, and
we
they don't
found
have
that
it.
out the hard
Now, if you
way.
go somewhere like the Hard Rock, right, that is an American chain.
Yeah.
Even though I think it's owned by the Native Americans now, but still, it's like an American chain.
I didn't
So
know.
when they
Hard
say,
Rock Cafe?
shout out to the Native Americans,
Really?
yes, they
Oh,
own
that's
Hard
dope.
Rock.
I like that.
Yeah, they reclaiming their land.
Y'all know that.
So,
She's a native.
when you could upgrade a package and get like the top shelf all-inclusive package, and then you'll have access to like the more top level restaurants where
Yep.
you're getting that food and
And
steaks
liquor.
and lobsters, and the liquor where you're getting the Don Julio and the top shelf that we're accustomed to.
Yeah.
But a lot of times when you go to the other places like Bahamas, Jamaica, the Caribbean,
It's the
they don't
house
have
rum.
that. They don't even
They
have
don't.
that.
They'll ask you what you want. You order it. They bring you the same shit. It's rum. Everything's rum.
So you got to be aware. You got to kind of know, okay, here's the resort. Check it out. Look at that beautiful scenery. Oh, I wish I was there.
Tasha's she sent us some videos so we could see like the resort that she's at right now. And you know, when you go to a resort, it really is nice. It's very lavish. They're very clean.
The
They're
people
very-
that work the resort, please be respectful because they work so hard and they do such a good job to keep everything comfortable and clean. Like, they don't miss a beat.
and
They
catering
make the
to
bed
people,
like
yeah.
2 times a day. Like, they'll always come fresh in the room. If you want something, they'll bring it back for you.
And whenever you go out of the country, you want to be super respectful of the culture and the people, because they take that shit very serious. So
Wait, can we talk about how Jamaica
there's a
hates
lot
Black
of-
Americans now?
Wait, there's a lot of I know after how they acted out there after that hurricane. We will get to that, but there's a lot of vendors and people that sell things, and it can get annoying because you know we're Americans. We ain't used to people begging and shit. Well, we kind of
used to people
depending on
begging.
where you're from, but it's like it's bad when you go out the country. Like they live off that shit, so they need it bad.
That
So
is their economy.
it's like it's 10 times worse than when you in the States. So don't be so offensive. You want to have a lot of patience and you want to have a lot of grace because that is how they make a living for their families there. So you want to support the locals as much as possible. Be very
Yes.
respectful
Plan
of the locals.
for that.
Okay, and then you do want to bring some cash or something to give to the locals
Yes.
because they do need it, and you want to respect their culture and their country when you're there.
I would try,
Okay.
like, if you're going out, especially for the first time or something, I would at least bring like $50, $100 just to spend with the locals on the beach.
Yeah.
Because it's not like grown people coming up. Usually they're sending kids, or they're selling bracelets at the club you go to. They're like, can you just buy a bracelet? It's just them little lanyard bracelets, and it's like, just buy it. Like, just give them $5. They're not selling it for $25, but just plan for that. And
Bonabella Vanilla, and I think we went to school with her, if this is who I think it is. She says, so what country would you recommend getting a timeshare in? And Tasha, I don't see her right now, but I think the first place she would say, yeah, Tasha, go ahead and say
timeshares aren't always in one country. Usually you buy a timeshare, it's a chain resort.
Right, so there's multiple
they're going to have different locations.
Places you can go to. But where, she's asking, like, where can you start to, like, get a timeshare? I think, Tasha, what would you say?
Thank you for letting me say something. Damn.
Well, girl,
Yeah,
you
am
know,
I
you
here?
ain't here.
Well, be here. Be here.
You gotta talk.
Be here.
No, so listen, what I wanted to say first is that me and Tay got a massage on the beach today from one of the vendors that you guys are talking about. And we paid like $40 for a 30-minute massage on the beach. It was really nice. So, they are doing, a good service to vendors, and they have good products. And a lot of times when you go out of town, a lot of people would encourage you to buy from the locals than, the big businesses that come in and take money from their community. So wanted to say that.
Yeah, and just to add on to that,
I just said that,
when you see in these other islands now, like for instance, when we were just in Jamaica, the Chinese are buying up all the land, and all those resorts now are like Chinese. In Bahamas, the big one, the Taj Mahal, they had Atlantis. Now the Taj Mahal is like owned by the Chinese. Like, so when you think about supporting the local economy, those resorts aren't even the local economy. But, leave a tip when you're leaving.
Too, huh?
Leave a tip for the housekeeper. And like you said, do the massages on the beach. It's way cheaper and way better quality massages. But, Tasha, to the girl's question, where would you start to buy a timeshare that gives like the most international locations? What would you research, or what did you look for?
That's when you buy a timeshare. That's what I would look into. Look into a timeshare that has a lot of locations that you can visit. Not the extra piece that comes with it, because they'll say you on that, like the interval or the RCI piece. Like where are your home locations? Like where can you go as an owner where you get like first dibs? You want to look into that. If I could really say, like, I love my Marriott timeshare, like. It, out of all the ones I've seen, I would, if I could, recommend some stuff. Don't get a Westgate. Westgate is not. I would never. Too. I would never get that one. But then again, like if you're gonna get a time, you can travel, affordably without a timeshare. Mm-hmm. If you travel a lot, like there's a point in my life, like I kind of, scaled back a little bit, but I was traveling like once a month, once every 2 months. So for me, it makes sense to have a timeshare. I'm in Hawaii, I'm in the Bahamas, I'm in St. Thomas. If you're not traveling like that, then it really doesn't make sense for you to pay $30,000 for a timeshare. Then you're paying $1,400 or $1,500 to $2,000
a year for the
you
fees.
Could just use that. You could use that $1,400 and have a nice trip if you're just going somewhere.
If you just want one good vacation a year.
Right. Yeah, if you breaking it down like that. But if you're traveling a lot, then I think that's when having a timeshare makes sense.
I'm glad that you made that make sense too, because it's not like we're saying everybody needs a timeshare, because it is very expensive. But what we're saying, with as much traveling as Tasha does, and Chrissy and a lot of us, we all travel, but Tasha travels a lot, and she shares her benefits with us, which is why a lot of us have gotten to experience a lot of the things that we have, because she's been so generous with her timeshares. But even outside of the timeshares, we still travel, we still make plans, we still, pitch in together and make trips happen. So that's why we wanted to share this little gems tonight, because you don't have to have a timeshare to travel in luxury. You just have to have some loyal friends to travel with to make it happen.
Seriously, because like Tasha said, the timeshare doesn't make sense for everybody.
It doesn't.
If you really get 2 weeks of vacation a year and you just want to take one big trip, it's no point of paying all those maintenance fees and paying for that. Save all your money up, do that one big trip a year with your family, and you'll be better off for it. And
Thank you.
Find someone who has a timeshare that might rent it to you.
The timeshare that we did the presentation for this weekend is the Garza Blanca. We got to come back to this one. but it's like you can get a 3-bedroom suite, and when I tell y'all it's fire,
Taj,
like
did you buy the
y'all
timeshare?
just
Tell the
y'all don't
truth.
have
Did
to.
you sign the
No,
paperwork?
I didn't. No. This how I got out. This how my note worked because I know how to travel, so I pulled it up. He was telling me, $11,000 and stuff. So I just pulled it up and said, hey, me and my friends can come back for $400 a piece a night. You know what I mean? So I got four or five friends. Hey, if you in a 3-bedroom condo, you got the one room had 2 beds, the other room had a queen bed. There was another one with 2 beds, and you got the sofa bed. Like we could all just do $500 a night, and we got a penthouse suite.
And Tosh be
So
working
I
that
don't
shit out
need
in
to
her
buy
head just
that.
like that. Just like what she
Just
just
like
did right there.
that.
That's how she do it. Like all we got to do is woo 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 bam, boom boom bam.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
And then if you sign up to go do the little
Timeshare.
presentation or whatever for the trip, they're gonna take you to like the nicest one.
They are.
So before you
Yep.
go by, make sure you look up. I want to see a list of all the resorts that you offer, and make sure you look them up because what you'll see is a lot of
Yep.
timeshare. Timeshares are an older thing. It's an older thing, but a lot of the resorts are run down and old, and you don't even want to go there no
Yeah,
more.
do your research.
They're
Oh
not
my God, do
renovated
your
Westgate
yet.
research.
is definitely like that. That's why I said. That's why I was saying like don't do the Westgate because the Westgate is definitely like a lot of. We stayed at a few of the Westgates. One of my other friends have a timeshare, and theirs are like crazy. Now you guys have come to the Marriott's with me. We've been to St. Thomas. We've been to Hawaii. We've been to the Bahamas, Orlando. Like they're nice properties.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and dang, I wanted to read the comment. It went away. Are you on
No,
Tay
YouTube?
Tay has
Oh, okay.
joined the
I'm on YouTube.
party. Hi, Tay
CUF
Tay.
Photography said,
Who is
Tosh,
CUF
take me.
photography? She said,
He
"Take
said,
me,
take
damn
me
it."
next time, goddammit.
And he
Exactly.
said he went to all inclusive and they wouldn't let him eat, drink, or something. I was trying to
Oh,
get.
Tayden joined
Oh, he said
us.
he went to an all inclusive on a humbug and they would not let me eat, drink, or sleep in that bitch unless I paid to play. They gonna get their money. They're professionals at this. It's not for nothing. But that's all we say.
Definitely.
If you use that as a ploy to get a cheap vacation, you have to know what you're doing. You got to be prepared to do it.
Right, right. So that's our friend Tay Tay. She
Hey,
has.
Tay, gorgeous Tay.
Tay, you been enjoying your trip, girl. I seen you living your best life, child. You didn't waste not one damn night. You made me proud, goddammit. You made me proud. I can't hear you, friend. What you say?
What you watching them on? I ain't seen the
You
trip.
can see him right there? Oh, okay. Tasha had us on mute. Tay, what did you say? Did you hear me?
I said, no, what did you say?
I said, I'm so proud of you, friend. You didn't waste not one motherfucking night. You've been having the time of your life.
I did waste the day now. I did waste
Blondes
it.
have more
It wasn't,
fun.
we rested. It wasn't a waste of
Is
day.
she
We
blonde out
rested.
there?
It
I
was a
can't
good
see
day.
this
She
child
It was
blonde.
now.
She
great.
got some blonde hair cracking off.
Do you
There she go.
do you guys have any of the videos that I sent over, like when we
Yeah,
He
he
been
was just
playing
showing
them.
it. He was playing it while you was just talking about the resorts
Oh,
and stuff.
nice.
Yeah.
Okay, so
So we know
we
how
went
nice it
into
is where you guys are at. Don't worry. We
Don't
know.
worry, we
We
synced
know.
it.
We synced it.
We synced it.
Jesus Christ.
We're all having
so we took
FOMO
a booze
effectively.
cruise to see the arch. It was
Oh, the
very
booze
much
cruise is the
What's the
shit.
booze cruise?
Rashida, you ain't been on a booze
I
cruise?
haven't been on a booze
Hold
cruise.
on.
girl.
Let's talk about the booze cruise. Okay, the
This
booze
one.
cruise, it's a big old boat and you sign up. It's like they sell tickets and everybody signs up and go. So when you first get on the booze cruise, everybody is strangers, right? Everybody keeps to themselves. Everybody you like going to sea. Then you go and you like snorkel or something. And then after everybody gets back on the boat and everybody's done with the excursion, they start handing out the drinks. And it's
Oh,
drink like
now
jungle,
everybody's friendly.
like jungle juice drink. Whatever the local drink is, it's a cooler of that. And
Okay.
so then about 20 minutes into the trip back, everybody's family. Y'all out there doing the conga line. Y'all swapping dance partners and kissing strangers.
Y'all know I don't do too well on the water.
Look at
though.
Tay dying because she know I ain't lying.
I don't.
Yeah.
I don't do too well on the water activities. Listen,
The
I
booze
went
cruise
on.
is legit.
I did one cruise one time, and that shit had me so. I didn't like the way the water made me.
It's
feel.
not a
Being on
cruise.
water,
It's just like a
girl.
day on the boat. Like how we went on the day on the boat.
Okay, a day
It's
on
not,
the boat.
yeah, it's like a 4-hour excursion. It's not all day.
Oh, okay.
It's like 4 hours, but they
Okay.
feed you liquor on the way back, like all you could drink, and everybody just becomes family because you're drunk, and then you're staggering
Where was
off.
y'all at when y'all did that? Where was I at?
We was in the Bahamas.
Ah, okay.
Yeah.
Must have been one I didn't make. Don't appreciate it.
Hold on, Chrissy. You might go in a little more about the booze cruise we take.
Hold on. Okay, hold on. First of all, when we get to the snorkeling, we was in the Bahamas, right? And For some reason, whatever, the like island OG. He's like the OG, oldest man, longest dread on the island. He's on the boat with us. He's literally talking to no one. He gives no one no time of day. So we get to the snorkel, okay? We get in. It's me, Toya, and Tosh. We jump in. He takes a liking to Tosh. We're always going to meet the best people. He takes a liking to Tosh. When I tell you he's diving under the water like a merman for like 20 minutes, he comes out with like a whole turtle. Like a whole turtle for this. The man went in the Bahamas Ocean and got my baby a turtle, bruh.
They be loving Tosh.
The dudes who are running the cruise, they're like, he never messes with nobody. Like,
but he was so
he fucking with y'all. Like, he never messes with nobody. Like, okay, so that was the first thing.
I love that.
So we have such a good time. So again, okay, we're congaing on the way back. We're meeting everybody. We're just in love with everybody at the way back. We get back to the dock. First of all, I don't even know where we're at. We are so obliterated at this point. I feel like we're not even walking upright. We're barely crawling. We like find a van taxi. They like flag us down because we don't know what we're doing. So we're telling them, I don't even think we could agree on what hotel we were going back to. But we're like so hungry. We're like, we don't want no fucking rice and peas. Don't give us no more rice and peas.
Burnt out on that shit.
We find a KFC, bruh. A KFC.
Oh, I heard that shit be good though.
The KFC. If you go to a Caribbean island, please go to KFC. It's going to be the best KFC you ever had. I don't care. In any Caribbean island, it will be the best KFC you've ever had in your life.
Man, I want some.
So we get to this KFC again. We are in the back of this like van taxi. We're so drunk. I should have sent the pictures of that. I got pictures. It's so bad. We can't even order. We can't think. I don't even know. Somehow we get a bucket of chicken and some sides and some biscuits. We get back to the room. When I tell you we are savaging this chicken. Bro, like it was the best meal we ever had in our life.
The last meal.
They over here eating chicken. I'm over here sneaking extra biscuits and shit. Tosh go back like, where the biscuit go? Like, ate it. Like, my bad. I ate the biscuit.
The way you be hungry when you go out of town or out the country. No, out the country specifically. Listen, I will give y'all one of my little pro trips though. When you traveling, take you some noodles, my nigga. You don't know what the food gonna
Cup of noodles or bag of noodles?
A whole 6-pack of noodles. That's a no.
That is not a gym. That is not a gym.
But let me tell you, they'll wake up and we gotta go to a restaurant to eat. But I got a pack of noodles. And I'm going to eat before we get there. I'm going to make me a bowl of noodles, and I'm not going to be starving like everybody else.
This girl, bring a cup of noodles. How you even bring a bowl? What are you making in a coffee pot?
My stomach's not touching my back. No matter where I'm at, I'm going to have me.
I'm not mad at bringing noodles. I'm really not. That's a survivor tip. I don't know if it's a gym, but it's a survival tip.
It's a survival tip. Have you a pack of noodles.
Because even if you can't find no waters, you can eat it dry.
Period.
Hold on. Bonabella Bonilla said, I did a booze cruise in Chicago, and let me tell y'all, we were cousins at the end of the cruise, and we did 7 different shuffles. If you have not done a booze cruise somewhere,
You gotta do the booze cruise.
Look, Nikki Day cracking up. YG came back said, leave the noodles at home.
Nope. Because let me tell you something, I'm very picky, and that's my biggest fear. Anytime we're planning on going somewhere, that's the first thing I look up. What is the food culture like? What kind of food am I going to have access to? Because you just never know, man. And I ain't going to hold you.
What are y'all go-to travel snack? Tosh, what's your go-to travel snack that you don't leave home without?
Noodles for me, and then granola bars.
Noodles for you? Oh, that's a good one. Granola bars is
Granola
good.
bars and noodles for me.
What's my what?
What's your go-to travel snack? Gold Star Hot Links?
Tasha gonna take a Gold Star for sure. I promise you. And a box of gumbo. Like,
and a box of gumbo.
Tosh, what is it?
That's what I'm taking. And that's what I'm taking. I'm taking some Gold Stars and a box of gumbo.
Bruh, every time. We know you gonna do that. Tay, what's yours? Look at Tay.
What's your go-to food to take on a trip?
On a trip. What's your snack pack?
I take the food, but I'm always making the rice and beans.
The rice and
the chips.
And the chips.
Okay.
Yeah.
Rice and beans and the chips.
Mine is for sure. I'm always gonna bring some trail mix. I'm always gonna bring some of those. What's the ones I like? It's the Lifesaver gummies. The red, just the berry ones. And I'm always gonna bring some Uncrustables. I'm gonna bring some Uncrustables for that flight.
Uncrustables.
Peanut butter and jelly food.
Nah.
So this
not noodles, judging my PB&J. Not noodles.
Stars. this the
Like,
reason I take the gold stars and the gumbo is because we always like a lot
have
of
the
people don't know
kitchenette.
like we said with the timeshare we can cook food in our
Yeah.
room. So like a lot of times I would just prefer to cook. So
And
Listen,
that's
I
another
Tosh,
you
cheat
know
code. This is a good cheat
Tosh
code
has
because
everybody bring gold
if you do
stars.
stay somewhere, and it doesn't have to be a timeshare, you can find resorts that it's timeshares, but they rent them out to regular people too.
Yeah.
But anyways, if you have a room with a kitchenette, with the stove, and Airbnb is a perfect
You can
example.
buy eggs
Airbnb,
and bacon and you know
you
what I
can bring
mean?
all your dry goods with you. We legit just usually have a check bag full
Full
of
of
dry goods,
food.
the canned goods, the not the red beans, yeah, the red beans and rice, noodles, any dry goods that you, because when you go over there, the store is not always going to have the same exact stuff we have. So
Yeah.
we bring our own
And the
seasonings.
food might be like a different grade, a different quality.
Now you can't bring
So,
a lot of meat and stuff. We'll bring like gold stars because they're frozen when we leave, and it's not too
yeah.
long of a travel day. But you can't bring like
hamburger,
chicken
ground beef.
necessarily.
Hamburger meat.
Sometimes
We do hamburger
there's some
meat
stuff we'll
sometimes
buy when
too.
we get there. Then we go to the store and get like eggs and whatever we need that's fresh produce.
Bread, sandwich meat,
But
water.
like the stuff that you can bring, definitely pack it in a bag and bring it with you.
The scooper,
The
the
scoopa.
scooper. Dos más, por favor.
Oh look, they still ordering drinks. Don't scupa
Um,
dos más por
somebody
favor
did
Oh
leave
us.
my
a
bad. My
CUF underscore photography said FYI going to Punta Cana you better have money for bottled water. Now that is a great tip because you gotta buy your. It's not like here in the States, like you don't have as easy access to water like that. So you definitely want to invest in water.
Yeah,
Like
if you're
soon
on an
as you
all
touch
inclusive, they'll
down,
provide it. But if you're not on an all inclusive, you definitely need to go get some gallons.
even at the resort, we go to the store still and buy waters, bottles of water, gallons of water, whatever, because you can never have too much water. And me, I'm kind of spoiled being from Colorado. We have such a good
Tap
grain
water.
of tap water. You know what I mean? That I can't just drink water, regular water anywhere else. So I always gotta have me some water. That's the first thing. Make sure y'all get y'all some good water,
Do we
clean
have
water.
time to get into cruising, or are we out of time? Do we have time to get into cruising?
Yeah,
Mm,
let me, before we go there, let me just say something really quickly though, because I would like to squash this thing about like everybody feeling like Mexico is like not a wonderful place to come to, right?
Wonderful.
Like
Tosh, we know that's your favorite
I
place.
I come to Mexico like so much, especially Cancun. We're in Cabo now, but I go to Cancun a lot. So much that we take the public transportation. We ride the bus to the mercado.
Deep on the bus to the
and
Mercado.
and all the other things, it's like, you know, you see all these things on TikTok, you see all these things like, you know, like it's safe, like every time, like especially when I first started coming to Mexico, like my mom, everybody's like, why are you going over there, like you gonna find yourself in the, like no. And the people are so nice. Obviously I'm not going into the Mexican hood, but like if you stay where you're supposed to be, like it's cool. Like I said, we literally come out of our resort and we catch the bus to the grocery store. We catch the bus to town. Like we like move around and they don't bother us. And they're
And we
super
be
cool.
loud and
They're super
annoying on that bus,
helpful.
and they still don't bother us.
And that's the thing too.
Yeah.
We take local transportation in Mexico. That's something you should definitely do to get the full experience. Just get on the local bus.
Yeah, and like, but to what Tasha's
Congregate with the
saying is
people.
like the media. You have I'm sorry, I'm gonna go big picture real quick because the media. You have to think about what's going on in the world. We
Yeah.
kind of at beef with Mexico a little bit. Like we good, but we ain't good.
Who's
So
we?
America,
No, that's
big
that
picture. I'm
nigga.
talking about big picture. So the media can sometimes put things out there to scare people. Again, tourism is their economy in a lot of these places. So if you want to hurt their economy to make them play ball with you one way or the other, what's the first thing that you can stop is the tourism. So if you tell people that it's not safe, that they
Yeah.
shouldn't go, that you'll
Stops
get
people
killed, the
from
cartel
coming.
will hang you, people will stop going, and
Yeah.
that hurts their economy
Right.
until they
Right.
play ball behind the scenes. So Mexico, though, speaking on this whole economy thing, economic travel thing, Mexico is literally one of the most beautiful places in the world that you can go for
Best
cheap.
weather, best
You can
scenery.
get $200 round trips on a good time. You can get all inclusive resorts for like a week for like under $1,000. Like Mexico is legit. If you're new to travel, especially international travel, I would always say start with Mexico because
Yeah.
it's the best. It's the most beautiful. The people are the kindest. Like Tasha's saying, it's the best, and it is honestly cheaper than most other places
Yeah.
because it's so close. It doesn't cost a lot of money to get
Right.
there.
Right.
and that's a gym.
That is a gym.
Start with Mexico.
Now, I wouldn't say right now is the best time to go trying to travel. But, you know, maybe
But
after
that's to
a
travel
lot of this
anywhere.
shit.
Once they open the government back up, which hopefully, it was about an hour ago, they said they was having a vote in like the next 15 minutes. The government, we could wake up to the government shutdown over.
It should be open by next week.
We could.
You heard it here first, people. I believe the government's going to be open back next
You don't think
week.
in the morning?
No, I don't even
If your
think the
vote,
morning.
you said they had 8 people.
We
Flipped.
had 8 Democrats that caved. I wouldn't say flipped, but, you know.
So if
worked
they voted
together.
tonight and those 8 got in, then the government will be open tomorrow. It just takes the vote.
It should be open this week.
I think we're close to the end. I hope they voted appropriately.
Yeah, I think so too. Let's check in with our people in the comments. Tweakers only said, going overseas is wild. The locals are vicious. Don't show you have lots of USD. Yeah, you don't want to be nowhere flashing your money.
That's in any international destination. Please don't go over there like the rich American, because you will. First of all, who you flossing on? Who are you flossing on?
And let me tell you, as much as I love going to Mexico, the first time I traveled to Mexico, them motherfuckers robbed me on the way back.
The airport robbed you, though.
Yeah, it was because I put my jewelry in my check bag and I didn't have it on my carry-on, right? But is that my fault, or should they have not?
The Americans jacked you, not the Mexican people.
I feel like it was the people working at the airport in Mexico before we even got back to them, because they don't have time to go through your bags and put it on the belt line.
Don't put that on them good Mexican people. You know that was some motherfuckers in America.
That was not.
That was custom.
When you come back to the States, you think they got enough time to take your bag off the belt, go all through it, and then put it back on there?
Do y'all remember that
shit happened in Mexico?
Hold on, wait. Let's hear Tosh. What she say?
They cleaned my room today. My laptop was in there, my jewelry,
Okay,
everything like that. They cleaned my room and kept my stuff right there.
They didn't steal from you, but Tosh, did they not steal my little chain and whatnot?
Americans stole it.
Yeah, but the Americans
stole my purse.
Do y'all remember that one Christmas when them Jordan 12s, them Jordan 11s came out, the black and white ones, and Frontier Airlines was jacking every Jordan that was in the bag.
I remember
that. If you checked your Jordans, they was getting jacked.
That was during the era. That was a thieving error. When a lot of people,
and it was really at Frontier. Whoever worked at Frontier, they probably was from the Bellows with their dog head ass.
My situation was more hurtful because it was my first time going to Mexico, and then I got robbed on my way back home after having such a.
There's another gym. Valuables, keep them in your check bag. Keep them in your carry-on bag.
Don't never put nothing of value in your check bag. Always have it on you on your carry-on. That is a gym.
Swear.
Make sure y'all don't.
Y'all say hi to our new friend. We met her at the pool.
Hey, friend. Welcome to Life's Little Gym.
She said, "Hey, hold on. Let me
see. Can we hear her?
Y'all, hold on."
Tosh. I don't know. Okay, there you go.
Well, I said, don't be trying to bad Felicia either, y'all.
Oh, girl, you
not bad Felicia. Hey, Felicia.
You look cute, girl. Y'all look cute on y'all little vacation. I'm a little mad I ain't there.
Look, Nikki, they said the food expensive too.
What'd she say?
She said the food expensive too.
She's telling y'all where she's from. She's from Pittsburgh.
Oh,
hey, go Steelers! Go Steelers!
What do you feel about your trip so far? What do you feel about Cabo? I like it, but we got a lightweight stopper around the way. You know
Tosh just said it was safe. Is y'all safe or not? Felicia, blink twice if y'all not safe. We'll come.
They like that brown skin out there, baby. Brown skin, girl.
I noticed they got a little sand in here. It's giving dirty like I ain't washed up, but I swear to God I did. Well, listen, I hope nothing but perfect peace and blessings as you guys continue to go along there. I'm going to gracefully step back out here. And I'll see you all another time, people.
Yeah. We love you. Shout out to Pittsburgh.
Shout out to the PA.
And it was my 40th birthday.
Happy birthday.
Hey, happy birthday.
Welcome to the 40 Club, baby. You look good.
Now make sure y'all like, subscribe, and share the link with her so she can watch us back in Pittsburgh. Tell all your Pittsburgh friends.
Because I know they be thinking it ain't no black people in Denver. You go back to Pittsburgh and
let
tell
them know
it's
black people in Denver. And we cool.
Somebody said, hey, Steelers Nation, baby, even though we lost.
JD said, watch that ATL airport. Them niggas will cut your lock.
Cut your lock on your bag, JD?
They don't play. Listen, ain't nobody stealing in no airports but Americans. I'm just stand on that real quick.
Chrissy, no, I believe it was the locals, actually. Not gonna hold you.
We'll let you have that if that's how you feel. Okay.
You want to?
Not Tosh Texas and said, "Can I say something?" No, be here in studio if you want to say
She
something.
did say that.
Yeah, because I was like, dang, like why
Talking about can I say
words?
something? Like, girl,
Put
you
me
wasn't even
in,
on the
put me
camera.
We got you on mute. We got
You
you on
wasn't even
mute.
on camera when you said that.
Okay, this has been a good episode. We didn't really get into cruising, but cruising is another way you can take some good cheap vacations. I just want to give a few tips about cruising. One, if you can go later on the sale date and it's not sold out, you can get a cheaper price later, closer to the sale date. Two, I just recommend getting a balcony room. You know, if it's your first time, do whatever you want. I've been in an internal room with not even a porthole. I've been in a porthole room, and it's just nothing like the balcony room. You just want to be able to sit on that balcony and enjoy the ocean. And then cruises are the same thing. It's just like a city on water, and you really, again, you get what you pay for. The food is not all
Also, with the cruises, the first time I went to the
oh, it's so loud.
hold on. The first time I went to the Bahamas was on a cruise, and I did not need a passport because I went on the cruise. So I just
sometimes you can use a birth certificate. Check into that though. Check into that. Go ahead, Tosh.
I have a passport now, though.
Let me say this. Like, I used to be, like, an avid cruiser. Like, I was, like, a status on Carnival, right? But when they got stuck out there during COVID and all of these things,
I ain't cruised since
like, I was
COVID.
like,
Oh, yeah, I
done.
did.
Like, I'm scared. I don't want to go on a cruise anymore and end up stuck in the middle of the
Would you
ocean.
still go on
No.
Carnival?
Large, no.
Carnival's
After
like
that,
Carnival's like
after
Soul
that,
Cruise.
after that poo-poo
No, listen.
documentary from Carnival, remember all that shit on the boat?
Listen,
I'll never go on a cruise again.
I wouldn't go. Well, I
Never.
would. I don't know what I would
Never.
do because these other
Do
cruises,
y'all know
people.
where I want to go?
Where you want to go?
The Ritz has a cruise, and that's
The Ritz has a
See?
cruise?
Now here's the thing.
and
That
they have
sounds
a beach
bomb.
on there.
Listen,
A beach on the boat?
as bomb as that
A
sounds,
man-made
I feel like
beach
it'll
on
just
the
be
cruise.
old AHRRR. Old AHRRR.
Old ass whitesmen.
Like, that's the thing. So they talk all this stuff about Carnival like it's too urban now. They don't want to play the rap music. They don't want to do the line dances. They don't want to let us have our speakers. Okay, so people now try to go over to like Royal Caribbean and Princess or whatever. Then you go on there and everybody on there is 65 and up, and it's dry as hell. It's boring.
Well, that's why
I don't want to do that either.
What's the cruise that your people go
I want to
on?
go at Festival of the Sea.
What's the black
Festival
cruise?
of the Sea is the black
Festival
cruise.
of the Sea. That's
No,
a black
It's very
cruise.
expensive though.
We can go. Listen, we can go on the Ritz. We just go together, so we are the party. And it's
I can understand that, but sometimes you want to go. Hold on, they asked on this. I was watching this cruise girl on TikTok, and they asked, "What does it mean if you put an upside down pineapple on your room door?"
That means you're ready for that freak shit. I knew that. Much.
Okay, I didn't know. I wasn't hip. That means you're like a swinger.
Cruise, it don't even got to be an upside down pineapple. Anything pineapple shirt, pineapple next to your room. A lot of people put it on their doors and stuff.
Oh, so next time we cruise, I'm buying y'all pineapple shirts, and I don't care. We wearing them.
I don't want the.
Just don't play with me. Don't bring them dicks by me. I swear to God, I'm on. Don't do it. Don't do it.
I didn't know what that meant. Listen, I'm clearly green to the game. I didn't know what that meant. I said, what?
Sneak Geek 69 says, have y'all seen the poop cruise? That's exactly what I was talking about. The poop cruise.
But
If
that
you
was
did not
one
watch that
ship.
on
They
Netflix-
fixed that up. They're not gonna let that happen again.
It could happen.
It can happen on any ship
That
though.
is a very
Not
real
just Carnival.
possibility.
It can happen.
It
It
was
can happen
Taj.
at a hotel.
You said what, Taj? It was.
Yeah, it could happen. I mean, it could happen. My thing is this: just like when COVID hit and they didn't let those people come in and they were stuck. I have vertigo. Like I
When
can't
they
be
wouldn't
on
let
no
you off?
ship for 80,000 days. I can't. I just can't.
But that was different.
That was different.
COVID was different. That was a pandemic. Of course, the borders was closed. They wasn't letting people off at certain ports.
Yeah.
Now it was messed up. People
And they
were stuck
had a
out
boat
there.
full of sick people, though. You don't want to bring that shit to the land.
Yeah,
People was
y'all gotta
dying.
quarantine.
People were dying.
People was dying on land
I
too,
can't
bruh.
do
People was
it.
dying on
I
land.
don't
I
ever
wanna
want
be
to
on
be
land.
like in a situation where I'm secluded to
But
one space,
that
surrounded
you-
by water, and cannot escape.
Hold
Like,
on, no,
that is
same
not
thing.
fun
Now,
to
some
me.
people might have got caught on COVID, but some people knew COVID had hit and still chose to go on them cruises. That's just like knowing a hurricane coming and still choosing to go and take your chance. You took
I'ma
your
tell you
chance
what,
and
me
you got what you
Me
got.
and Tay was just telling people this. Like, now I'm gonna tell y'all what. Y'all want to know a good travel tip? Is if something happens like that, travel. Let me tell y'all something. When COVID hit, we were out here traveling. Okay, for the best bargains. We were going to places.
Everything was cheap.
Everything was cheap. It was available, and we seen a lot of great stuff.
That was true.
So
When it was
had
safe
our
though.
mask on, and we didn't get COVID.
I tore
We
Aurora up
out
during
a
COVID.
lot
I had
of
so much
places.
fun. We made an album.
I lost my mind during COVID, like so many people. Man, I lost my friends, but I got them back. You know what I'm saying? I was crazy than a motherfucker during COVID. But wasn't we all?
It was messing us up.
Wasn't we all? Man, I was a little
messing us
off
up.
balance.
We don't need no more global pandemics, okay? We one and done in this lifetime. Don't
I'm
bring it
sorry to
back.
all my people I cussed out during that little time frame, baby. I was cussing niggas out left and right. I hope y'all forgive me, man. We
You was
good.
under pressure. Well, we
The
hope y'all
pressure is
enjoyed
getting
tonight's
worse.
episode and took away some good gems of how to travel for treat, get your right travel crew, find some ways to get some cheap vacations out of the deal.
We wanted to incorporate this episode because obviously Tasha's not here. She will be back in studio with us next week, but we wanted to make sure that we incorporated her this week, even though she's not here in the States. We love you, Tasha and Tay. Thank y'all so much for tapping in.
Love you
Christy's
guys
going to
Thank
give
too.
y'all,
another
Tosh. We love y'all.
sponsor, another word for our sponsor.
Get home safe. Hope TSA treats you right.
Amen.
Get home safe. It's crazy out here this week. But we want to remind y'all
No, you know
again.
what? We got through really good. Hold on, let me just say this though. We got through the airport. Now, Chris, like you said,
That was Friday, the start of it.
It was
Very
it
beginning.
was packed, but we had TSA. We got through really good. We had no problems. Everything was good. And
Well, we
had a
look
layover
forward to
in
hearing
Houston.
about your
And we
travel
hope
back
it's a
home.
good way back too.
We hope you have
Yeah.
the same ease coming
Hopefully
back home.
customs is good when you get into the country.
If they end up saying, you know, maybe I gotta wait a day or two to get back.
You don't mind.
You don't mind. She
You
gonna
don't
be trying to
mind.
wait a day or two. The
Good.
government might be open in the
You don't
morning,
mind.
so you might be good. Everybody might be back at work. We'll see.
Just saying.
But we want to remind everybody tonight's episode. Hope you loved it. It was sponsored by the Black Lion Ranch. Please don't miss the Black Lion Ranch pop-up on November the 16th from 1 to 5 p.m. at 9735 East Colfax in Aurora. It's a free, informative event on personal protection and community safety. Tap in, learn, and connect. And if you haven't already, okay, shout out to the Black Lion Ranch. But if you haven't already, make sure that you like, subscribe, and share. Please make sure you share our personal show link. Talk about us to a friend. You can send us stars and hearts and all the stuff to help us, get out there and spread the word on life's little gems. We hope you guys have been enjoying the content. We'll be back next Monday with a lot more for you, right here on the AHRR Network. Not just for the people.
We
are the people.
Thank y'all for tuning in. As always, we
Bye,
appreciate y'all. We love y'all. Same time, same place next week. See you there. Alrighty. You motherfuckers, you.
Yeah, mother. Monday, Funday. Where my other Hyundai?